Hey everyone, and here we are for episode 18 of Coffee Chats with Ad and Kelz.
2 in 1 week is quite good going for us.
I know what's going on. Anyway, right, here we are. Just sat inside Nero's at the moment. Already had a coffee. And by the way, that isn't Kelz trumping, that is the lady next to us moving the chairs. So if you're thinking, alright, but it's not that. They are just moving some chairs.
And also, by the way, we haven't left Reese at home.
Or Blake. Well, Blake sat in he's at his house.
He's just at house,
That's
chilling.
it. Cool. Right, so today we are talking about less is more.
Yes,
Less is more.
Yes.
So, what is that all about? So, less is more. So, normally when people want to lose weight, when they want to change their eating habits, when they want to start exercising, because that's, you know, that's always the first thing that people go to do is like they want to start exercising to lose weight. Like everyone just does so much. They just jump straight in and they try and do everything at once at the beginning. Like they literally try and do everything at the beginning, and it's like they're going from nothing to everything all at once, and then they wonder why that they only last a week on it, and then they then fall back, and then they then end up going back to where they began, or even, you know, even in a different place from where they first started. And that's the thing is that people just try to do too much. Now I'm not saying that, you know, like, don't change. Like, of course you've got to change. You've got to change your habits, like, for you to progress, for you to move on, and for you to, you know, get to where you want to be. But you've got to make small changes. Now, why do you want to do those small changes? You've got to do those small changes so then you can build that confidence. Just think about it, like, if I'm asking you to, you know, like, if we were, like, working together, and I ask you to do one small thing, which is, I don't know, like drink more water than. Do you think you could do that? Like, I'm not telling you the amount to drink. I'm just telling you to drink more water than you did yesterday. Now, do you think you could do that, or is that too hard? Whereas if I told you that you have to drink 3 to 4 litres of water a day, you have to eat 100 grams of protein a day, you need to exercise for an hour and a half a day, you need to, you know, plus do life, plus do everything else, and you've got to do that every single day. Like, how long do you think you're going to last if you haven't done anything? I'm being honest. You'll probably last like a couple of weeks, and that's only just through like pure willpower. And then once that willpower's burnt out, like, you know, fuck it, no, can't do that anymore. So, when you want to change, guys, that you've got to keep it simple. Like, do small changes. If you want to change how you eat, then start small. Do a small change to start off with. Like, I don't know, like if you don't, at the moment, if you're not eating much veg, start eating some more veg in your meals.
Start by looking at how you can incorporate it into just one meal a
That's
day.
it. You know, by doing that, that's then going to build your confidence. It's going to build that comfort circle. And then by us changing, growing that comfort circle just that little bit more, that's going to make you grow. It's going to give you that confidence. It's going to make you stronger. It's going to be like, yeah, you know what, I can do this. It's going to make you be more consistent. And then over time, you are then going to get to your end result. That makes sense? Cool. Also, less is more. What also I mean is, like, you want some water? We haven't got a coffee with us today. We haven't got a coffee with us because we've already drank it. We've been here for a little while. Want some water? I'm gonna lie, how beautiful is Reese? Isn't she? Aren't you? You beautiful? Actually, really is. Really is. Anyway, like, there are some babies that have a face only a mother could love.
Can you
Not
hold
this
her a
one.
second?
Not this one. Do you? Because your daddy loves you as well.
Tell you
Yes.
something, guys. Breastfeeding in this heat, oh, it's hot and it's sweaty and it's sticky.
Also, when it comes, less is more. It also comes to your weight loss as well. So it's not always about dropping as much weight as you can, as you know, as you're doing it. Okay. Because don't you think it's funny that when you come to lose weight, is that you're always fixated on the number,
The weight.
like the weight coming down. Like you have to be losing the most amount of weight every single week. Now, don't you think it's interesting that when you want to lose the weight, that you're fixated on it, blah blah, you know, you're like that. And if it's not going in the right direction every single week, that you get frustrated and you get angry. But what I want to say is that, like, the weight gain isn't the same either. Like, when you gain weight, it doesn't just, like, you don't just wake up one morning and you're like, shit, like, where did that 10 kilos come from? You know, you don't just wake up in the morning, look at your belly and be like, wow, where have you just come from? Like, it doesn't happen like that. It happens over time. And when you gain weight, like, you gain it, like, you gain little bits. Some weeks you're going to gain loads. Some weeks you're actually going to lose weight. Some weeks you're going to stay the same.
About the COVID stone, that was done over the time of lockdown. It wasn't like, oh, we've gone into lockdown and I've just gained it. It's over the time period.
Exactly.
In lockdown, people have come to the end of it when things have started to ease and loosen up and a bit more familiarity and normality is starting to take place. People are like, ooh, not living in those joggers anymore, and it's a little bit tight. It didn't just go on overnight. It was that accumulation, probably more drinking, more snacking, more visits to the fridge that got you there. And it's exactly the same like when you come to lose weight. It's just not going to happen overnight. You're not going to look down and be like, boom, gone in a week. Is that, do you want me to take it?
It's all right at the moment. And that's the thing, is like, if like you've been losing like consistently, like, well, if you've lost say like 5 kilos, and then you have like a little period of time where you only lose like a couple of pounds, then don't stress about it. Like, as long as you're lighter than you were when you first, you know, than you were at your heaviest, what's the big deal?
And like, take a step back.
Take a step back. Less
and
is more. You know,
look
less
at where you
stress.
started. Look at where you are now. Like, it's going to happen. You're just going to fluctuate because you're going to get to a point. Of course, when you first start to lose weight, you're going to lose it quickly because it's not where you should be. If you know you're carrying too much extra weight, it's going to come down quickly. But you're going to find after a certain time frame, when you get closer to your optimum weight, it will just fluctuate from a couple of kilos, a couple of pounds. But as Ad says, you don't need to stress it. Like, look at the bigger picture. Have you lost that majority of weight that wasn't making you feel good? Yes. Do your clothes fit better? Yes. Okay. So look, you are going to fluctuate, and that's normal. That happens. Like, it's not going to keep going down because otherwise, what's going to be left of you?
But also is that you've got things, other factors to incorporate when you come to lose weight. So, like, in your minds is that you're eating less than you were. So, you know, last week I ate this, so then I should lose this. But the fact is that last week, that like you might have had more water, you probably had better sleep, you probably were less stressed, the temperature was there, you weren't on your periods, like a lot of environmental toxins, you know, loads of different things. You probably had more steps, you probably did a little bit more exercise.
There's so many more
Like,
factors.
there's so many more factors than just what's going on in your mouth.
What you're eating and what you're drinking.
That's
People
it.
overlook that, don't they?
Yeah. So, you know, like they're the things that you've got to think about. So, like, yeah, if you want to lose weight, like, it's not just about what you're putting in your mouth and how much you exercise. Like, there's so many other things that you've got to be thinking about.
And that's where the key less is more. And rest days are just as important as your training days. Well, days if I do too much, or if weeks when I do too much in terms of overtraining, I don't allow myself to rest, I won't, my weight can fluctuate up and down because I'm stressed, because my body hasn't time to
But it's
repair
not
and
just
recover.
that. Like, it's just everything
Mood.
affect moods,
Energy.
like stress levels increase.
Think about it, guys, like really simple. Think about your phone. right? What happens when your phone runs out? We're so quick to put it on charge. Quick, let it charge up, let it repair, let it energize. Treat yourself the same. When you know that you're hitting that red zone, when you know you're flagging, when you know you're not feeling your best, give yourself that time. Give yourself
to fully recharge.
Like yesterday, I just felt really tired. I think since we got back to Cyprus, things have been like go, go, go. And yesterday, we all felt it. So do you know what? We just went into. No, I wasn't fortunate that they both fell asleep, but we just chilled. Blake had a bit of iPad time, Reese was on a mat and just chilled out. And sometimes that's just what you need. And no, you're not bad for having a rest. No, you're not lazy for having a rest. Sometimes rest is just as necessary as everything else that you do in your day to day. Totally lost my train of thought. What else, everything you do in your day to day life.
Or are you someone that you plug your phone in, like when your phone's run out of battery, are you someone that just plugs it in just to get it up to like 20% so it turns back on and you can then get back on it? Is that you? Or are you like someone that will actually give yourself that time, that space for you to fully recharge it? Right, please remember, just like say hi, let us know you're there. A like, a comment really, really helps us, so then we know like what we're talking about does help. Also, if you are watching on replay, just do a hashtag replay so we know. That really, really helps as well. Cheers, guys. So, that's what it is. Like, less is more. Less is more. That's it. Oh, well, there we go. A few people checking in now, which is good. Which is good. Right, less really is more. Like, it's not always about doing so much, and you know, it's about being, being clever with what you do.
Slow and steady wins the race, right?
Well, we all know about that story, don't we? Hare and the tortoise.
Yep.
You know, how does that story end up? You know, is it like put everything into it, and then like you end up having a sleep, and then you end up losing the race? I'm not saying that you will lose a race with weight loss, because at the end of the day, it's just about consistency. Like, the more consistent you are, then you will get there in the end. Just means that you just takes you however long it takes you.
I think
but you just got to keep moving forwards. Hey guys.
I think also it's coming with the more relaxed approach to it. I think often when people are like, oh my god, like I want to lose weight, they feel quite like angry and like there's this urgency around it. But actually, when you just relax a bit and be like, do you know what? I'm doing the right thing. I'm eating better. I'm going to bed earlier. If you just keep doing it, and it's just all about trusting the process, and sometimes it's boring. We've said this many times, weight loss isn't sexy, but it's just consistency. It's doing the do, trusting the process, and keep going. That is it.
Cool. Alright guys, have you got any questions for us whilst we are here? Put a question in the comments if you do have one. If you don't, or if you're watching this on replay and you do have a question, please just put it in the comments and then we'll be able to answer it either in the comments or on another video. Like, that always does help. Okay, and just remember, it's not always about just bouncing about. Like, not doing, like, you do something for a short period of time with like loads of energy and then stop and then go on to something else like for another short period of time with loads of energy and then stop, because that's not going to benefit you.
It's tiring.
It's tiring. Right? How much energy does it use and waste? Whereas if you just calmed it down a little bit, like slowed it down, slowed it down a little bit, calmed it down, then you will get there. Because and then you're just going to be consistent. You're going to get more confident at it. You're going to get better at it. You're going to be better at that process. And then you'll get there. So, but I know it's frustrating. Like, you want it now because you've made that decision that you want it now. You know, like, I get it. You know, there's things in life that, you know, I make a decision and I want it straight away. But, like, you've still got to go through the process. You've still got to get started. You've still got to get moving. Know that the thing is at the start, it's the start of it is the hard.
Getting out the track is hard,
That's it. Why? Because it's different. it's not your normal, and it is hard. And whereas like that's where all the energy is. But think about a steam train or a spaceship. Okay, a spaceship. There we go. Like, did you know a spaceship uses up 90% of its fuel just to get it off the ground? Now, once it's got off that ground, just through momentum, it then goes up into space. Like, how crazy is that? You know, like that's just, you're exactly the same, and that is just how it is that the spaceship will use up most of its fuel supply just to get off the ground. So, Nicola, I've had a couple of weeks with overindulgence, but I gave myself the time to enjoy it with my family. Perfect. I know what I need to do to get myself back on track, so I'm back to it and I'm feeling great. I needed, what's that last bit?
I needed that downtime with them, but definitely needed exercise time for me too. That's it. Sometimes, you know, you're going in, you're doing, and sometimes you do just need to step back, relax, let go. You know, at the end of the day, it doesn't have to be, things don't have to be so serious, because that obviously kills it, and that kills you wanting to keep moving forwards. And you have to know that you can still do life. It is about having fun and still getting the results. And sometimes we all need that. We need a mix-up, we need a change of environment, we need to, you know, do different things and go away from our daily habits to then realise, actually, yes, that was fun for a period of time, but now let's go back to here, which was serving me, and I'm ready. And that's what we all need. We all need a refresher sometimes, don't we? So.
Yeah, but it's not about bouncing from thing to thing. It's about just having that little time off.
That's it.
Yeah, just
refresh
to recharge.
Focus.
That's it. That's it. Ditto to what Nicola said. Cool. No, that's... You know, it's like when we go on holiday sometimes, isn't it? You know, like for me, breakfast is amazing. Like if we stay in a hotel, I absolutely love breakfast time. For me, it's like pancakes with Nutella, chocolate in it.
That is for ads.
Peanut butter and condensed milk.
He's got such a
Oh
sweet
my God,
tooth.
like it is heaven. It's heaven. You know, like the American style pancakes, you know, the really thick ones, okay? Those with like peanut butter on it, a little bit of Nutella as well, and then condensed milk poured over the top. Oh my God, it is great. And then I go to the sun lounger and then just sleep.
Yeah,
it's like a food coma. That's it. Then I just roll over, just because then I don't burn. That's what
you used to do. You haven't done that.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
But that's ads. You've got such a sweet tooth. Whereas I love breakfast, but generally I love eating well. Don't get me wrong. I love ice cream. I love chocolate, and I love that. But I love it when we get to places like that, because I love eating well because of how it makes me feel. And like I just said, I have my blowout days, but genuinely I have my blowout days, but I always feel better when I am eating better.
Yeah, no, everyone does.
But Ad just loves his sweet tooth, and I think Blake's following that.
Yeah, I think Blakey is. It's so interesting, you know, especially over like Blake and Reese, is that we can tell already that he is like more like me. And just like certain mannerisms from Reese is that she's like Kelz, like the stern look and the like, just the stare. It's just Kelz's stare, isn't it?
All the things you could say about me.
No, but it's true though, isn't it? Like even you said it. You know, it's like Blakey is more sensitive,
delicate.
But yeah, like if he was like. Yeah, I'd say that he is.
Ad's delicate.
Yeah, I am. I'm sensitive. Sensitive Tommy. Anyway, right guys, so we are going to leave it there.
Reese getting a bit ags.
Reese getting a bit aggy.
Like,
it's been a good one today. And I am just going to share this, because at the moment you're probably thinking like we're in like some sort of warehouse or something because of the pillars and the aircon units and all that. But we are, look at this. Like this is my favourite view. Like for a coffee, look at that. Like for me, this is my space to come and just have a coffee, like, and have a chat. Like for me, it's great. down at Paphos. And look at what is underneath Pizza Hut. Look at that. I love this view. Right guys, have a great day wherever you are. Thank you so much for coming on, so much for watching, and we will see you all in the next episode. See you later guys, take it easy.